On Osrc News at 7, Governor Ayedatiwa charges market women on commodity prices as government flags off second phase of palliative and farm implement distribution. Ondo State students to write common entrance examination into Unity schools tomorrow. Federal government announces plans to acquire 50 new aircraft to bolster anti-banditry operations. And from the foreign scene, protest against tax hike plans leaves 200 people injured as over 100 arrested in Kenya. Good evening and thanks for joining us on the news at 7. My name is Sahid Aribisala. Ondo State Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa says the second phase of palliative and farm implements distribution to farmers and residents of the state is aimed at boosting food sufficiency and combating hunger. Governor Ayedatiwa at the event flag off in Osrc said the initiative is a testament to his administration's commitment to the welfare of the people, noting that once the issues relating to food security are resolved, there is little or less problem to address in society due to its pivotal role in human existence. Ayedatiwa, who acknowledged that the rising cost and scarcity of food have become a national challenge facing all Nigerians, said the trend has generated concerns for individuals and governments at all levels. Wahab Ankole has more.
This initiative of palliative and farm implements distribution to farmers and residents of Ondo State by the present administration follows the first phase, which began in April this year. In his address of welcome, the State Commissioner for Agriculture and Forestry, Olayato Aribo, applauded the commitment of Governor Ayedatiwa to arrest hunger and promote food sufficiency in the state. The Commissioner said the initiative will be a continuous process.
The role of food in human existence cannot be overemphasized. The quality of food consumed by man determines his level of activeness and overall performance at his or her workplace. However, food insecurity has become a national issue that has raised a lot of challenges among the people in the land.
In their messages of goodwill, other speakers at the event noted the need for all Nigerians to join hands with government to promote food security at all levels. Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa said the initiative is a testament to his administration's commitment to the welfare of the people, noting that once the issues relating to food security is resolved, there is little or less problem to address in society due to its pivotal role in human existence.
We are witnessing another round of food and farm implement distribution. It includes 24,000 bags of 25 kilogram Nigeria rice, 14,040 bags of 50 kilogram maize, 3,440,000 bags of 25 kilogram of gari, over 170 tricycles, tillers, and canoes. Beneficiaries include different groups and individuals from the 18 local government areas of Ondo State, farmers association, and other stakeholders. I call on the distribution committee in each local government area and other groups to be fair, transparent, accountable in carrying out the assignment. It must not be politicized. You do not need to be a card-carrying member of any political party before you benefit from these palliatives.
Ayedatiwa, who noted that the effect of inflation, especially on food, is more pronounced due to the removal of fuel subsidy by the federal government, said the rising cost and scarcity of food have become a national challenge facing everyone, and it is generating concerns for individuals and governments at all levels.
I call on our geologists, laboratories, farmers association, transport management bodies, and all other production and trade associations in Ondo State and Nigeria applied to encourage their members to start bringing down prices of food, goods, and services. Remember that our pursuit of profit must never be at the expense of people's well-being. On our part as government, we will continue with various interventions to bring down production costs and ensure safety and security for all, in line with government's primary purpose as enshrined in 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended. I flag off this second phase of palliative distribution in Ondo State.
Thank you very much.
The governor, who reassured people of the state of more welfare packages, urged more prayers for his administration and appreciated President Bola Tinubu for the recent Inflation Reduction and Price Stability Order 2024, which is one of the measures at checking rising inflation. Wahab Bankole, Osrc News.
Economic hardship and uncertainty, the need for compassionate leadership and proactive community support becomes paramount. It is in line with this that the lawmaker representing our constituency 1, Oluwole Ogunmolashui, launched a food and cash palliative program aimed at alleviating the burdens faced by many families in his constituency. Omoshilola Adesoya Ajayi reports that no fewer than 1,000 households benefited from the gesture. The report.
The Food and Cash Palliative Program is designed to address both nutritional and financial deficiencies that many households in our constituency 1 are currently facing. According to the donor and lawmaker representing the constituency at the State House of Assembly, Oluwole Ogunmolashui, the initiative is to provide immediate relief and long-term support to the most vulnerable population. He noted that the program is not just a response to the immediate needs arising from financial instability and food insecurity, but also a testament to his unwavering commitment to the well-being and prosperity of every citizen under his representation. Ogunmolashui, who is also the majority leader of the House, while appreciating the late former governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu for his support, commended the current governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa and his deputy Olaide Adelami for their support for the people and sought their total support for the state governor and his deputy in the coming gubernatorial election.
Because of the fuel subsidy removal, that is the reason why we decided that we should go on food palliatives. So at least it will be able to cut across. And we do this in order to let our people know that we understand their plight, we understand what they are going through, and to let them understand that we are with them, and we know that in another couple of months, in another couple of years, things will be okay in Nigeria.
Dignitaries at the event commended the gesture, which they noted is timely.
The most important thing in this country now that is militating against our even existence is our hunger and poverty. For him to have deemed it fit to come with this palliative, however small, is a great succor that we thank God for.
From his own mind, he looked at his people and their needs, and he decided to do it. And it's a good one, great one indeed.
Some of the beneficiaries said the gesture will go a long way to cushion the effects of the hardship being faced and prayed God to continue to strengthen and enable the lawmaker to do more for the people.
Ogunmolashui is a good giver. He has a large heart. He can, anything goes, he can give out.
Omoshiliola Adesoya Ajayi, Osrc News.
We're due to take a break on the news at 7. We'll be back with more stories. Please stay.
Hey sis, can I please borrow your wig?
No, but I can share my data with you.
Hey, come on, give me some ice cream now.
No, Mom, but I can share some of my data with you.
Can you pass it to her, please?
No, but I can share my data with you.
Oh yeah, can I use your phone charger?
No, Dad, but I can share my data with you.
Is it because Glo gives you data bonus? That is why you have been shouting. I can share my data with you.
With Glo Data Sharing, you can share your data effortlessly with friends and loved ones today. Dial *312#.
Power your relentless ambition with ultra-high-speed data.
Glo Unlimited.
Thank you for joining us on the news tonight. You can watch us live on our website www.osrc.ng. Follow us on Facebook at Osrc TV and on YouTube. You can subscribe to our channel Osrc TV Ondo. Two more stories now. The Ondo State Rural Access and Agricultural Marketing Project has commenced the implementation of rural road construction with the project's orientation with benefiting community. The team was at Idori and other communities to sensitize residents on the need to cooperate with the contractors handling the project so as to complete the project within the stipulated time. Omoshilola Adesoye Ajayi has more.
The initiative by Rural Access and Agricultural Marketing Project (RAMP) underscores the importance of engaging communities in the planning and execution of rural road construction. Sensitization programs like these are vital in ensuring that community is well informed about the upcoming construction project and by educating residents on the project's objectives, timelines, and potential impacts. The first port of call was Idori, where over 10 kilometers of rural road will be constructed. Some of the community leaders and residents of Idori expressed appreciation for the sensitization efforts with a belief that such initiatives will not only prepare them for the changes ahead, but also empower them to contribute meaningfully to the project and promise their maximum cooperation.
In terms of security and otherwise, I am promising the contractors, the workers, that adequate security will be given to them, and there will be a cooperation between the community and the workers.
The team also moved to Oda Town in Akure South local government area, where the access road from Oda Koko Board to Bangbodo will be constructed. Speaking in an interview, the state project coordinator RAMP Femi Adetomi said the community sensitization is not just about information dissemination, but to build a partnership with the community to have a sense of ownership.
Community entry in sensitization and stakeholder engagement is very important to avoid rancor, to avoid fight, to avoid bickering among the community and the contractors and the consultant too that will be supervising the project. So we are trying to put all of these things under check so that it won't escalate any issue thereafter.
Also, residents of Oda Town who could not hide their joy described the move as a welcome development, saying it would help to address any concerns that may arise in the course of the construction.
When I saw the road, I'm really happy. I thank government, both federal and the state. I give you 100% of assurance that my people will cooperate.
The contractors promised not to compromise standard and assured the people that the project will be completed within the speculated time. The team also visited the palace of Olu of Iluabo, His Royal Highness Oba Dr. Olufalaye, who described the move as a welcome development.
Very excited about this development. Also, the produce that will coming out of that area will now reach the market more easily and more cheaply in terms of transportation. So it's a it's most welcome.
The contractor is expected to complete the 1.3 kilometer Ilado to mainland road project within 12 months. Omoshiliola Adesoye Ajayi, Osrc News.
The Ondo State government says it has taken cognizance of the High Court judgment nullifying the creation of the 33 local council development areas created by the immediate past administration. The Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, Dr. Kayode Ajulo SAN, in a statement said he has promptly requested the certified true copy of the judgment. According to the statement, a meticulous study and analysis will be undertaken, culminating in a comprehensive legal opinion to the government. The statement says all necessary measures in accordance with the laws will be taken to safeguard the interest of the citizens to guarantee and foster peaceful coexistence. It assures that the Attorney General remains steadfast in his commitment to prioritizing the well-being and welfare of the citizens, working tirelessly to ensure that justice and the law are served. Ahead of the November 16 gubernatorial election in Ondo State, Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa has charged members of the ruling All Progressives Congress to intensify efforts at propagating the party in all nooks and crannies of the state. Governor Aiyedatiwa, who addressed some members of a non-governmental organization, the Alabura Support Group, at the governor's office in Akure, restated his dedication to a better Ondo State. The governor thanked the visitors for the solidarity with a promise not to lower the bar of good governance. Governor's correspondent Wahab Ankoli completes the story.
These people are members of a non-governmental organization, a wood processing group known as the Alabura. Their mission at the governor's office in Akure is to show solidarity and support for Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa ahead of the November governorship poll. The group, whose membership is drawn from the 18 local government areas of the state, said various developmental programs, policies and projects of the Aiyedatiwa administration are reasons behind its decision to identify with the governor.
To declare our full support to Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa because he's a father to us, and we like all in full stop the step that has been taken to move Ondo State forward. We know how it was before he became governor of this our dear state, but today now we know how everything is going.
Wọ́n jọ ọmọ tó nírẹ̀lẹ̀ tó rẹ̀ jẹ́ pé sùúrù tẹ́ wọn lọ́rùn jẹ́ pé wọ́n ní ìfaradà débi tí ọwọ́ wọn ti tẹ èkú dàí lórúkọ Jésù ẹ̀mí àádẹ́ ló pẹ́pẹ́pẹ́. Ìdí tá a wá fún wọn ní support ní bíbá àwa ẹgbẹ́ Proma Ondo State, àwa ẹgbẹ́ Sọ́mẹ́là l'Ondo State, our part of us are TTO members l'Ondo State, a fún wọn ní full support láti pé wọ́n tẹkọ̀ ìjọba Ondo State síwájú Ọlọ́run á dẹ̀ máa tì wọ́n lẹ́yìn.
And we are really happy for him, for his life, and for the patience that God gives to him, that he have, and we thank God for that. Àti bàbá pé ọ̀rẹ́ àwọn èèyàn mẹ̀kúnnù ni, so for that reason our support dem people kò wọlé lẹ́ẹ̀kejì kò di gómìnà wa ìdùnnú wa ni pẹ̀lú gbogbo nǹkan tá a bá ní pẹ̀lú bí chairman wa ṣe sọ a support yẹ pẹ̀lú full heart ọ̀làǹkó abúlé àtàrọ̀ ẹ̀.
Governor Aiyedatiwa, represented by Special Assistant on Women Mobilization, Bayo Aino, thanked them for the show of love and support. The governor promised to sustain and improve every effort that makes life more worth living for residents.
This is a fact that our governor is well accepted by the people. He is a governor of the people, and the people has been here since morning to come and rally their support for him. as the only candidate that can take Ondo State to the next level. And so we want to use the opportunity to thank them for coming in mass. They've been here for almost 4 hours to show their solidarity.
Aiyedatiwa charged them to sustain their prayers for his administration while spreading the gospel of his impactful governance. Wahab Bankole, Osrc News.
Now to education-related stories. The 2024 Ondo State examinations commence tomorrow with the common entrance examination into the Unity Secondary Schools. The entrance examination is meant for selection of candidates for admission into the 5 government-owned Unity Secondary Schools. Candidates taking part in the examination are enjoined to be at the designated centers promptly. The common entrance examination into the state-owned Unity Secondary Schools is the first in the series, which include the common entrance examination into the Ondo State Public Secondary Schools coming up next week, as well as the Basic Education Certificate Examination and the Joint SS2 Promotion Examination. The Joint Action Committee of the Non-Academic Staff Union of Educational and Associated Institutions and the Senior Staff Association of Nigeria Universities has given the federal government 2 weeks to pay the 4 months withheld salaries. The committee has also threatened to shut down universities and inter-university centers if the government failed to pay the withheld salaries at the expiration of the ultimatum. The 2 non-teaching staff unions, in a letter to the Minister of Education, Professor Tahir Maman, accused the government of neglect and insincerity. In the letter, the 2 unions said they could no longer guarantee industrial harmony in the universities. Now to health. No fewer than 37 deaths have been recorded in the current cholera outbreak, which has hit 30 states, including Lagos and Ogun. The special advisor to the Lagos State Governor on Health, Dr. Kemi Oguyemi, in a statement by the Director of Public Affairs in the State Ministry of Health, Tubosun Ogubanwo, said the state had recorded additional 6 cholera deaths. She said cholera cases have risen to 401 in the state. On her part, the Ogun State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Tomi Koka, told newsmen that the state had recorded 1 death and 14 cases. The Nigeria Center for Disease Control and Prevention, in its recent report, said from January 1 to June 11, 2024, over 1,141 suspected and over 65 confirmed cases of cholera, resulting in over 30 deaths have been reported from 96 local government areas in 30 states, with the 6 additional deaths in Lagos and 1 death in Ogun. The fatalities are no fewer than 37. The federal government has announced plans to bolster its anti-banditry operations with the acquisition of 50 new aircraft scheduled to arrive between now and next year. The initiative aims to strengthen security efforts in the northwest region and across Nigeria as terrorists occupy the Kanji National Park in Niger State. The Chief of Air Staff, Marshal Bala Abubakar, said the air fleet would include 12 AH-1 attack helicopters, 24 M346 attack aircraft, 12 Augusta Westland 109 helicopters, and 2 CASA 295 medium airlift aircraft. Abubakar spoke during the inauguration of new facilities at the 213 Forward Operational Base in Katsina State. The facilities include a taxiway link, 2 aircraft hangars, operation and engineering buildings, a perimeter fence, and a football pitch. Expressing gratitude to the federal and state governments for their support in combating banditry, the Air Chief praised Air Force personnel for their dedication to maintaining peace and security in the region. And now to the foreign scene. In Kenya, at least 200 people have been injured and more than 100 are arrested across Kenya in nationwide protest against government tax hike plans. 5 groups, including Amnesty International, said in a joint statement that at least violent crackdown by riot police. In Kenya, at least 200 people have been injured and more than 100 arrested across Kenya in nationwide protest against government tax hike plans. 5 groups, including Amnesty International, said in a joint statement that at least 105 protesters had been arrested in a violent crackdown by riot police that included the use of tear gas, water cannon, and rubber bullets. Millions. This is according to officials in the countries. 8 Rohingya Muslims were among those killed by mudslide in the early hours of Wednesday. Shiwadetola has details.
Muhammad Redwan was only 8 years old when he escaped from Myanmar with his family in 2017. He's been living at this refugee camp in Bangladesh's Coast Bazar ever since. But on Wednesday, his life changed once again when 4 of his immediate family members were killed in a landslide that hit the region. Still in shock, he is not sure how he will manage his life.
I was out when the landslide happened. Both my parents, older brother and his wife were buried by sludge and mud. Only my younger sister managed to escape and ran for help, but they were no more.
Many tried to help but failed.
Due to heavy torrential rain, the soil loosened up and started rolling down onto the shelters. We were barely able to salvage the victim's body.
Heavy rains have triggered landslides and flooding in the camp, displacing thousands and damaging many shelters. Makeshift schools have been turned into shelter camp authorities. Aid agencies and NGOs have started providing support. After fleeing a military crackdown in neighboring Myanmar in 2017, nearly 1 million Rohingya live in crowded camps in Coast Bazar in what is now the world's largest refugee settlement. In recent years, many Rohingya refugees have died in landslides and flood in southern Bangladesh.
While we were all sleeping, around 2 a.m. there was a sudden landslide that buried my sister and her husband. They both died.
The latest disaster is part of a number of climate events triggered by extreme weather in Bangladesh and South Asia in general. Many refugees here are worried because more rain is expected in the coming days, which could worsen the flood situation and trigger even more landslides in the camp. Shiwadetola, Osrc News.
Top news now. The 2025 Africa Cup of Nations will be held in Morocco from December 21, 2025 to January 18, 2026. CAF President Dr. Patrice Motsepe will officially announce the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations dates tonight. To end the news at 7, another look at the major stories. Governor Aiyedatiwa has charged market women on commodity prices as government flagged off palliative and farm implements second phase distribution in Accra. We told you that Ondo State students are set to write common entrance examination into Unity schools tomorrow. We also brought to you a report that the federal government has announced plans to acquire 50 new aircraft to bolster anti-banditry operations. And from the foreign scene, protest against tax hike plans leaves 200 people injured as over 100 arrested in Kenya. And that's the size of the news tonight. Thanks for watching. Good evening.